Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is all about this Peppa Pig felt board. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So the first thing I took is some poster boards, and I had 7, so I cut the last one in half and then I just lined them up. I have some painter's tape, some hot glue gun sticks. Clear will really be better, but use what you got. A pen, some scissors, a hot glue gun, of course, 2 packets of felt sheets, some construction paper, some Elmer's glue, and I think that's it. The tablet was to trace the characters, but I ended up not even using it, and you'll see that when you get more towards the end. So first things first, I'm going to tape together the poster boards. And I just started off by making little crosses, and then I went around the edges. And this is just to make sure they all stay together and really have support. Later on, I'm going to go back and glue a piece of cardboard just for extra foundation. I advise using a thicker poster board, and this step probably would be enough, or even foam board. Next thing, you want to go ahead and outline what the big picture is. I knew I wanted hills and a pond and the sky, and of course that yellow house with a red roof. So next, you're going to lay out your construction paper just so you know exactly what you need to cut and what you need to glue. Then of course you're going to cut it out. After that, let's get gluing. You want to glue down that paper, and I like to always do just a trace around the edge of the paper, make sure none of the corners lift up, and then a light little filling in the inside. And press and smooth. Next up.
Our eyes forever is a dream. Nothing is forever. Burst at the seams, want the wrong things, blood on my jeans. Nothing is forever. Nothing's what it seems.
Nothing lasts forever, gotta let go. Disappear into the dust, the flakes on me are not snow. I see things. Went to Disney World and all I got was key rings. Home is wherever you catch me sleeping. Can't get close, sitting around the foyer table toast.
So for the sky, I actually used tissue paper, and I just glued in random little shapes with a dark blue. And when it's standing up, once I put the tissue there, it kind of looks like a sky with buildings in the background. But that part, is optional. You could do the whole thing blue and put the tissue paper on top of it, or you could just put the tissue paper on top. I use tissue paper to go over the dark blue because it's bigger and you don't have to glue so many little pieces of paper together. And also, I just didn't have that much of the blue construction paper, and it wasn't quite the shade I wanted it to be. So tissue paper just was way more convenient for a lot of different ways. But you want to make sure you get all the corners and smooth them all down. You don't want anything lifting. It's okay if it's not like an exact trace, especially when you have to fill more things in, like the house or the clouds. But you still want everything to be flush and neat.
Wide awake at night through these uncertain times.
December nights and June sunsets, dreaming what you undress, dreaming through my subjects, scheming through the sun lens. I've been so restless. Now I don't know where my head is. Gold all in my teeth, but when I smile I'm pretending. I shouldn't voice for all the time that I'm lending. Going back.
After all the gluing and smoothing is out of the way, you want to cut out the excess paper and get rid of it.
And then more salvaged. I got no help for the helpless. 30,000 feet above, I make it home healthy. Just pray I make it home healthy. Just pray, yeah. Candles burn out, it only gets worse now. Long as it don't fade away, enthusiasm curves around.
Okay, and here's the cardboard I was talking about earlier in the video. This part's completely optional. I actually did it off camera, and it just was to add more stability. But, oh, I didn't do it off camera. Here it is. But you just want to go ahead and take any size piece of cardboard and add them in at any other points of the board that could fold. And that's only if you don't use like cardstock or a thicker cardboard poster. Sorry about loyalty, you guys. So next you're going to take your piece of felt, and I just cut out random size strips and shapes, and I laid them out to know exactly how much I would need, even though that's not the exact way they be placed. Then I just put a straight line going in the middle of each piece of felt, and I glued it down. I did the tree first before anything else because I wanted to make sure it would be full enough to hold the fruit. After that, I used the excess, and then I started making the grass.
Who stay bringing them vibes, you know? This is for you now. 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 Feel the baseline. Feel the baseline. This is for you now. If I give you my love and give you my truth, know that shit's just for you. Can't nobody be meddling through. I'm paid now when I got shit to lose.
For the water in the pond, I just took different shades of blue felt and I cut a little zigzag shape, and then I glued it down in the same way I did the green for the trees. Only difference is I used the Elmer's glue instead of hot glue for this, and I later went back and reinforced like the corners and any parts that weren't flush with the hot glue gun. Okay, and now on to the grass. This is basically the tree and the water all over again. Only difference is we want sharp triangles. Sharp, sharp, sharp. All different shapes and sizes of sharp. So here we go.
My cam messages on red. Ain't new to the shit, I've been blessed. No love, you can get the drama instead. Oi, you can get the drama instead. All this smoke to your head. You can get your whole career dead. Can't get my foot off your neck. Go get a bag and invest. That's advice. If I give you my time and give you my space, know that shit's not to waste, yo. Still better know your place, yo. I ain't slept good in days, yo. On job running up pace, so we smoke too, right? You say so. I'm back on my bullshit. You ain't seen no one like me since Lauren Hill back in the 90s, bitch. Feeling herself, yeah, I might be, bitch. Gotta know soul when you know that, but the olders make way for the 90s kid. Please don't kill my high. I've been work no stop, never tired, no. That girl is on fire, you know. All stay bringing them vibes, you know. This is for you now. This is for you now. This is for you now. This is for you now.
For the sky, I took different shades of blue and white felt, and I cut them all into clouds. So I made one big cloud shape with this, and then I took this pile and I split it in half.
Party, fuck that, I am the party. Don't get me started. I am a one-woman army.
And with the two stacks, I just cut them both in half, but I did them in slightly different shapes, and that way we just had different variations of clouds to put on the sky. Then it's time to lay out and glue.
Born alone, die alone, so it go. I'm a parent in this thing, so I'm told. Solid as a rock, and be never fold. On crud, you can hear it in my tone. Watch yourself, be cool, don't stress. Get back to you when I can, messages on red. Ain't new to the shit, I've been blessed. No love, you can get the drama instead. Oi, you can get the drama instead. All this smoke to your head. You can get your whole career dead. Can't get my foot off your neck. Go get a bag and invest. That's advice. The moon lights the sea. The sun soaks our eyes. Forever is a dream. Nothing.
For the pathway to Peppa's house, I took different shades of brown and I cut them out in different size rectangles, all the way from small to pretty large. I went ahead and arranged them so that it would be easier for me to place, and that's just to make it look like we're going down a hill. So everything kind of gradually just flows. I didn't have a specific way that I put them down or a specific way I arranged the colors. I just wanted to kind of look like a little stone pathway. And towards the end, I actually ran out of the brown felt. And what I did was use some construction paper. As long as you have enough where your felt objects could stick to it, you'll be fine. Next was a sun. I'm going to glue this bad boy onto the board. And now I'm just going to show how I made some of the accessories. A tip for the flower, this one would not stick. It was actually way too heavy for the board. I would say use a larger piece of felt than I did to glue on the back. Like, use a piece of felt at least as big as the flower. The butterfly stuck better, but I also, going back, will use a bigger piece of felt for it. These are the ice cream cones I am going to glue felt onto the back too. And this is some cotton candy. I ordered these off of Oriental Trading. I'll try to put a link down below if anyone's interested in getting them. They actually are food picks, but I cut the toothpick off and glued felt onto the back, and Loyalty loves them. She tries to eat them for real, so it's like so cute. It's perfect.
Through these uncertain times.
December nights and June sunsets, dreaming what you undress, dreaming through my subjects, scheming through the sun lens. I've been so restless. Now I don't know where my head is. Gold all in my teeth, but when I smile I'm pretending. I shouldn't voice for all the time that I'm lending. Go and buy some more friends then. I've been so selfish, hurt too many people, and I swear I couldn't help it. Lives inside my jeans, I got my denim all salvaged. I got no help for the helpless. 30,000 feet above, I make it home healthy. Just pray I make it home healthy. Just pray.
Okay, so for the actual characters, I traced them out onto a sheet of paper and then I cut them out. I used the same cutout for Peppa, Peppa's mom, Peppa's dad, and baby George. Only difference is for Peppa, I cut hers out slightly smaller once I had the original cutout. And for the dad and baby George, I only cut out the head and then I did their bodies separate. Their bodies are pretty much circles, so I just cut out a little circle raindrop shape, one larger for the dad and one smaller for George. And that was easy enough to do. And then I used the dress that I already cut in pink to make a stencil for Peppa and the mom's dress. And that was that. And then I lined them all up to make sure everything fit before I glued them together. I used a dot of hot glue and put them together, and I did their arms and legs off camera. Next, I took construction paper and made little tiny circles, and this was for the eye. And for the pupils of the eyes, I actually used a pen to draw them back on. And for other small details, I also drew them on with the pen. I just cut a little slither of red felt and for all of their mouths, and cut out a little circle for their little cheek blush. I don't know what the little circle thing on the cheek is called, but whatever that is, it's felt. It's just a little circle. I made them all party hats off camera, and that's really it for the pig family. And this is how the board came out once all the accessories were done. So now we'll just do a little quick run through of where we came from and where we ended up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave me any ideas down below you'd like to see me try, and let me know if you did try this. Until next time, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and stay inside. Bye.